Hey there, hi there, ho there, guys. Welcome back to the channel. What is up? We got some crazy big news today. Unfortunately, it looks like the burnt peanut is actually in the line of fire with people giving him accusations and claims of view botting. Now, he has already responded. His response is, well, I would say not very good. I'm not going to say that he's a view botter. I don't believe he's a view botter, but I don't think that the way he responded is, well, good. He does say that essentially, you do too good. You have a lot of views. You don't have a lot of comments. You view bot. You have a lot of views. You do have a lot of comments. You view bot. You have a little amount of views with a lot of comments, you view bot. You have a little amount of views with a lot of likes, you view bot. He can't escape the allegations, and I think that has got to be one of the, in my opinion, dumbest fucking takes I've ever seen or heard. I don't necessarily think that a lot of people saying that it's a very guilty perspective to have are correct. I don't think that's the case. It doesn't sound very guilty. It does sound like he's trying to push the blame off and, focus the attention elsewhere, saying that he's not like the only creator that gets accused of view botting, which he's not. But his blow up, I'm not going to say it's been like curious, right? I've been seeing clips of the burnt peanut for months now, right? And when Arc Raiders came out, he's, followed the trend, and, well, what more do you need to say, right? Like he's playing an extremely popular game. He's making it more popular. So I don't understand why people are assuming that he's some sort of, fraudster. I think that his growth, his blow up has been legitimate. I think that he's just very entertaining. I think that if he is view botting, yeah, sure, he's probably view botting a little bit to get like into the limelight, but most creators do, unfortunately, these days, just because with Twitch, the more views that you have, the more attention comes to your channel, right? You're able to get in front of a larger audience when you do that. Now, do I support view botting? Absolutely not. Do I view bot? No. I mean, I've had fucking less than 1,000 subscribers forever. My max amount of viewers is like 30. Okay. So I don't support it, nor do I do it, but it is something that a lot of people unfortunately do. They try to do it to get ahead of the line, so to speak, and it's shady and it sucks. And I think that Twitch should really do something about it, but until they do, it's gonna keep happening, and it's gonna remain a norm for a lot of people. So there's no sense in taking some surprise at it. But I think that, making these false accusations and making these blind claims just because he, popped up on your timeline and he already has a lot of, attention on him and followers, I think that that's wrong. I feel like he definitely works hard. He plays a lot of Arc Raiders. He plays a lot of Tarkov. Those games are popular. That is a genre that is popular. It's popping off now more than ever. I mean, you're having games that are coming out with that style of gameplay that are extraction shooters more and more. I mean, we have one coming out in like a month with Marathon. Whether it's going to be good or not is, yet to be seen. But it's no secret that the extraction shooter is essentially the next, what do you say, battle royale. Like they're trying, every single company is trying to get an extraction shooter out the door. You have Call of Duty with extraction shooter. You have, Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. You have Arc Raiders. You have Marathon. You have like all of these different games that are trying to take advantage of this. And it's nothing new. Industries have done this a lot where something's trending, they want to try and capitalize on the trending so that way people will play their game. You know what I mean? So that way people will take advantage of, or not take advantage, but, you know, play their game, give them the money, and, you know, buy their stuff. It's normal. It's basic, common capitalism, not capitalism. And just because someone has a large audience and you don't know who they are doesn't mean that they're a fraud. There's billions of people on this planet, and there's an audience for everybody, right? There's people out here and people out there that you don't even know the names of that are, you know, rich and famous, that you know, do things that you're probably very interested in and you just never even knew who they were. Now, it is a little curious that the Burnt Peanut has a high amount of viewers, and his chat is not very active, especially for a game like Arc Raiders, where that kind of gameplay is very interesting. You know, you would imagine that there would be a lot of comments, especially for that game, because you know, it's a riveting gameplay experience. Not saying that every other game is not, but that game is literally, you know, if that person dies with all that goop on them, like, they lose everything, right? You know, we play Arc Raiders. I know the kind of game that Arc Raiders is. All of us probably know the kind of game that Arc Raiders is. So it is a little concerning to see that he has a high view count and not a lot of activity. That is, you know, a red flag. But it doesn't mean immediately that he's doing this. It could definitely show signs of it, for sure. But until something comes out that proves it, come on. Like, you can't just throw claims and assume them to be true just because you want them to be. I've even seen people go as far to say as far to say that he's a cheater because he has good aim. You know, everybody's a cheater these days for some reason. You're good at a game, you're immediately a cheater. You use aimbot. Now, I've seen a few of the Burnt Peanut clips. He's got some crazy aim. He's got, like, spatial awareness, situational awareness. He has fucking ears, bro. Some of those clips, people are like, oh, how does he know exactly where they are? You can hear these people in the videos and in the clips where, like, you can hear them directionally. They have directional sound. You know, you can tell when someone is on the other side of a wall on the left side of the room or on the right side of the room. You know, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy, but for people to just immediately go off and say, like, oh no, he's cheating because of that, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm not coping just because I like him or anything. I'm just like, if he is cheating and he is view botting, take his channel down. That simple. If he's not, leave the fucking guy alone. But until we, like, have actual proof of this, like, we can't just tear other creators down just because we A, don't like them, or B, don't find them entertaining. Like, bro, just let him have his audience, you know? It is what it is. He's not out here stealing awards or anything. He's not out here doing anything wrong, as far as we know. Till he does, leave him be. That's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you for stopping by. If you caught up with the stream earlier, I appreciate you for stopping by and watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Peace.